It is top of the hour, 1 minute past actually. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So hello everyone and welcome to TeenLife's live summer opportunities fair. My name is Dustin and I'm a marketing associate here at TeenLife and I will be your host this evening. So this is our third and final session of the day. So whether you're just now joining us or you've been here for all three sessions, we're super happy that you're here. And this session here, we will have 7 speakers. Some will be live presentations and others will be video recorded. During the presentations, we do encourage you to ask questions using the chat or the Q&A feature, and our speakers will be able to answer them as soon as they're finished presenting. If any of these programs interest you, you can request more information by filling out the form that I am linking to in the chat right now. All right, so without further ado, we are going to get started with our first presentation for this last session today, and that is going to be Emory University pre-college programs. So go ahead and take it away. The floor is all yours.
Thank you so much. And for those of you joining us tonight, my name is Donna Morgan, and I'm the marketing specialist for Emory pre-college program. And I have just a couple of minutes just to let you know, give you an overview of our program, which is currently for current 10th and 11th grade students. And there are more people on my team, just in case you decide to check us out online or contact us. Other folks on my team are happy to help you as well, besides myself. Our program, of course, if you did not know, that Emory University is in Atlanta in the Southeast, and it is a 4-year liberal arts institution. And again, it's for our pre-college program is for current high school sophomores and juniors. So we have 2 different options for you for our programs. And the first is a non-credit session. And we do call that our pre-college program. It does include a residential program as well as a meal plan. So everything is included, and these non-credit sessions are 2 weeks long, and check-in is typically on a Sunday and checkout is 2 weeks later on a Saturday by noon. Everyone goes to class at the same time from 9 to 11:30 a.m. We do this year have 2 courses for session C, because we have sessions A, B, and C. Session C actually has an online set of courses that we have that meets from 9 to 10:30 a.m. And of course, our times are for Eastern Standard Time. So again, everyone goes to class at the same time, and everyone is taught by Emory faculty or a graduate student of Emory who is qualified to teach all Emory students. So I will go in a little bit of an order as quickly as possible, just to give you an overview of a typical day of what it's like to be in our program. And the first thing, of course, is our summer program is academically rigorous. So classes meet for 2.5 hours, Monday through Friday. And of course, as I mentioned already, session C meets from 9 to 10:30. These courses are not graded. So you will receive a satisfactory or unsatisfactory at the end of your 2 weeks. And all students receive a certificate of completion. So at the end or during the program, students will have group presentations or in-class demonstrations or actually do research in their class. And these are some examples of some of the courses that we're offering for this summer. But of course, on our website, we do list everything with a full course description of everything you need to know regarding the different types of classes that we have. And they are 2 weeks, and you only take 1 class for the entire 2 weeks. And once students are done with class, they have time for lunch. And then we have a block of time called College 101. And College 101 is really sessions that are designed to help you understand what kind of resources are available at Emory. And of course, our goal is whether you apply to Emory or another institution, you can take these experiences and learn what the resources are in any college campus that you may decide to attend. And of course, included with our package, with our program, students are able to participate in different types of activities. So in the afternoon, after College 101 is a block of time that we consider free time. Students are able to either choose to study, to have time with their friends, or to take really a small trip somewhere in the afternoon, like if you've never heard of different parts of town called Decatur or Stone Mountain or the CDC. There are different activities that are provided as well by the resident assistants, who are all Emory faculty, all Emory students or Emory Oxford students. For the most part, all of our program is all done in-house. We, for the most part, do not hire outside of Emory, including our resident assistants who also stay in the dorms with you as well. And all of that, of course, is included. So the second part of our program, as an option, if you want to take a credit course, you can. We have 2 6-week-long sessions, and you do earn credit, college credit that is hopefully transferable based on, depending on the institution that you decide to attend after high school. Of course, you do start your official college transcript, so your courses are graded A through F. So there is no residential portion included with a credit course. And of course, we have lots of college courses that you can choose from, and our website has all of that information that you need to know. So a couple of things to know as well is our review and acceptance process is on a rolling basis. So as you complete your application is reviewed. And in order to save your spot in the course that you are accepted for, an enrollment deposit is required. So once you do that, you're all set to attend our course, and our website does have all of our information as far as dates and deadlines and when to expect, excuse me, and what to expect as far as criteria and how and eligibility for the program. And let's see, if you are an international applicant, if you're not in the US, keep in mind that we do have additional, we have earlier deadlines required because of some of the travel requirements and visa and testing and things like that are all required for international applicants. So keep that in mind as well. And so that's pretty much what I have for today. And be sure to visit our website for all of the information that we have.
All right. Thank you so much, Donna. That was a great presentation. If anyone has any questions for Donna, you can go ahead and leave them in the chat or use the Q&A feature. Coming up next, we have a video presentation from Illinois Tech. There is a representative for Illinois Tech on the panel today. So if you have any questions for them, you can feel free to use the chat or Q&A feature as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hi everyone, my name is Minzy Lemus. I am coming to you pre-recorded from Chicago. I'm here to talk to you about our pre-college summer programs offered at Illinois Tech. If you scan the QR code that is presented in front of you, you'll be able to go onto our website. So that way you can actually learn more about our programs. And I am in the session live right now. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them into the chat box. All right, awesome. So each year, Illinois Tech welcomes around 400 plus intellectually curious middle and high school students to participate in our summer programs. These happen both online and on campus. Summer programs are a gateway to 1, gain exposure, 2, develop academic skills, 3, to network. So our programs are actually taught by Illinois Tech faculty and graduate students that are into their PhD programs. So you'll be able to network with these folks as well as like-minded peers. And then finally, they're an excellent way to demonstrate an interest in a STEM discipline for college admissions if you are about to graduate anytime soon. As I mentioned before, our programs are offered online and in person. We have 3 different formats. Within our 3 different formats, most of our programs are 1 to 2 weeks in length. So that's something to keep in mind. So we have our online program, so students are able to sign in synchronously via Zoom from anywhere around the world. So just like how you logged into the session is how students would be able to log into their summer program. And then we have our daytime program where students are able to commute to and from Illinois Tech campus to participate. So if you're in Chicago or near Chicagoland, you would be able to participate in maybe our daytime programs. Our residential programs are actually where students are able to live on campus. So they're living in the residence halls and they're participating in social activities outside of their academic program. So whether you are in the States or maybe even outside of the country, you can definitely participate in our residential program. Here's kind of like a sample schedule of what the residential program looks like. So in the day, you're being able to participate in the actual program. And then towards the evening/night, you're doing social activities, whether that's like visiting Millennium Park or maybe something more low key of like having like a game night. We do offer 26 different programs for this summer, and then they are ranging within our 8 different departments. So if you go into our website, you'll be able to actually see each program, and within each program, you're able to see the costs associated with each program. You'll be able to see what the description is, dates and everything like that, but this is how it's broken down for the different colleges/departments. So whether you're interested in engineering or computing, or maybe you're more interested in the social sciences and the natural sciences, we have a lot of esports as well. And then we have our architecture, business, law, and Kaplan Institute. So again, if you go into our website, you'll be able to actually see each program. So that way you are able to kind of know a little bit more information in terms of like what type of activities they'll be doing, things like that. And again, such as like dates and costs. Speaking of costs, here is our cost breakdown. So here is our online, middle school, daytime, and residential program costs. So again, each program is going to be different. So definitely want to emphasize again, being able to look into our website to actually see each individual program to see how much the cost, the dates, and everything like that is. We do have financial assistance available for those who qualify. If you would like to email us for more information, you can email us at precollege@iit.edu. Now, here are some important dates. So applications are now open. They are viewed on a rolling basis, and seats in most programs are filled on a first come, first served basis. Applications close on May 15th. So want to emphasize that maybe we have a May 15th deadline for applications, but some programs might fill up before then. So if you are interested in any of our programs, definitely encourage you to apply as soon as possible. And then we have a final payment deadline of May 30th. And then our first program begins on June 12th. And we have summer programs rolling each week all the way up until August 4th. So if you would like to register, you would just go on our website, again, view the different programs that you might be interested in. Once you're ready, you would click that apply now button, and then you would select the program of interest. Depending on your program, you might be prompted to submit a final payment or a deposit before submitting your application. And once you're admitted, you will receive an email regarding next step, whether that's submitting a final payment or submitting a consent form or anything else. So here are just some quotes from last year some of the students had to say. I won't read them all, but just going to leave them here on the screen for you to just kind of look at. All right, awesome. So here, just wanted to go over some frequently asked questions. So again, financial assistance is available. Our programs are open to international students, and depending on the program, we might have an age requirement. Some specific programs also have academic prerequisites. And that is it. So again, if you want to scan that QR code, you'll be prompted into our webpage. And if you want to email us, our email is precollege@iit.edu. Thank you all.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Mindy and Illinois Tech. Coming up next, we have a presentation from Angie with Breakwater Expeditions.
All right. Let's see. Okay, can you guys see that okay?
Yes, that looks perfect.
Okay, great. I'm Angie with Breakwater Expeditions. Thank you guys for being here. And I'm going to talk to you about the summer programs we have. We have 3 trips. Little overview of all 3, and I'm going to talk about each a little bit more. We have our River and Rocks trip, our Boots and Paddle trip, and our Sea Kayaking Ocean Adventure trip. All of our trips are camping. About 95% of it is camping. There are some hotels and Airbnbs before flying in and out, but it is camping. Expeditions are full of surprises. Our itineraries are often subject to change. No experience necessary on any of these trips. We teach all the skills needed. We've got the gear, so all students need to show up with is the clothing, the packing list. We accommodate all the food allergies if there are any, and you can do more than one trip. They're all back to back so that if anyone wants to do more than one or all 3, that is available to students. So let's jump into the first trip, the fun stuff. So River and Rocks is in Utah. It starts and ends in Salt Lake City. We pick you up at the airport. We paddle the Green River, and it's about 68 miles that we'll accomplish, about 10 to 15 miles a day. And we camp along the river. Now, these are primitive remote camping in this area. So we bring our bathroom system, our dishwashing system, our cooking system, all of that. When we finish up the river part of this trip, the river expedition, we come off the river and we head to Moab, Utah, where we get to experience canyoneering for 2 days. This is pretty exciting activity. A lot of people don't or haven't experienced this activity. It involves ropes and technical gear, and we scramble and climb onto a lot of rocks, and then we drop into the canyons to explore those. So that's 2 days. While we're in Moab, we are still camping. However, we go into town and have showers and laundry and kind of get cleaned up and have dinner in town, which is usually the choice of pizza. So then after we drop everyone back off at the Salt Lake City airport, guides and whoever has chosen to do the next trip transition up to Montana. Boots and Paddle, 14 days. This is the longest of the 2 trips that we have, or sorry, of the 3 trips that we have, July 8th through the 21st. We begin our expedition out of Bozeman, Montana, heading into Yellowstone National Park. We'll backpack for about 5 days, out on average 6 to 9 miles a day. Again, the hiking is beginner level in Yellowstone. It's a lot of rolling hills. It's not a lot of peak climbs. The camping and the scenery is amazing. The bison, if you've been to Yellowstone, you totally understand what I'm saying. And the best part is we get off the roads and we're in the backcountry. So it's very beautiful in there, and we spend 5 days. When we come off, we transition in Bozeman, Montana, and we stay at a hot spring where we get showers, do our laundry again, and transition to the next section of the Boots and Paddle, the paddle section. Right outside of Great Falls is the Missouri River. This is the historic area of Lewis and Clark. We're going to spend 4 or 5 days on the river. I say 4 or 5 because depending on the group and depending on how fast they get to the end destination, we either take off the water and drive away, or we take off the water and camp for the night. About 9 to 14 miles a day paddling. This is a great follow-up to backpacking because by this point, everybody wants to be swimming in the water and cooling off. And we've taken our gear and everything that we've been using from our backs and put it in a boat. And it is very fun part of the trip to do that. The whitewater rafting day is at the end of this river expedition, and that is in Alberton Gorge, Montana. And then students fly out of Missoula. So this trip is fly into Bozeman, fly out of Missoula. Or transition to the third trip, which is sea kayaking in San Juan Islands of Washington. We pick students up in Seattle at the airport. We drive up to Anacortes, take a ferry over to the islands, Lopez Island, and from there we circumnavigate Shaw Island. We paddle about 7 to 9 miles a day. We camp in state parks along the water. The state parks are beautiful. There are bathrooms on these state parks and picnic tables, and we will see more people on this trip and houses and things, more so than the other 2 trips. However, it is still remote. And we will also see a lot of ocean wildlife and plant life. The harbor seals usually stay with us the whole time during this trip. At the end of this trip, we do take off the water and go to an Airbnb close by to the airport and celebrate with dinner together and showering and packing for traveling home. So a little bit more about us. So our intention is on our trips is we're creating a tribe, a family of individuals working together. The way that we do that is through the expedition life. Expeditions are journeys into the unknown. That alone bonds people to a shared experience that most people have never done before, which, as you can imagine, has a very deep impact on how we socialize and create connections between each other. A lot of the students stay friends for quite a long time or forever after these trips. We also use graduated challenges. So our guides are able to train and teach all the skills needed so that students can start to feel empowered and take on more and more responsibility on the trips. We also set up a safe, open environment where communication can be, communication skills can be taught. We open the door to feedback, accountability, conflict resolution, so that students can start practicing that empathy and compassion with each other. Our guides are professionally trained. They have medical backgrounds. Usually they have a background in either social work or wilderness therapy or other experiential education. And above all else, they're super fun and they love to work with teens. And our focus becomes pretty easy when we're in these remote destinations. We really want to unplug from the busyness of life, and we really want to connect to each other and not our devices. So empowering each other to work together as a team and using strength-based language with each other and really focusing on the skills that we can build together. We see students walk away with more confidence, resilience, healthy relationships, and a beautiful sense of awe for the world that they live in. Just going back to here, and yeah, if you have any questions, please reach out, and yeah, just reach out. Thank you. I think I'm over time.
Yeah, all good. Thanks so much, Angie. Really appreciate the presentation. Coming up next, we have a presentation from St. John's College Summer Academy.
Hi there. My name is Audrey Brazil, and I am the director of Summer Academy at St. John's in Santa Fe, New Mexico, actually. We have 2 locations. I can share my screen. If you can see it, let me know.
All good.
And perfect. So as you can see, it's very fun based on this stock image. No, these are actually students of mine from a year or two ago. They really were laughing in real life. It is a very fun camp. Again, so we're based at St. John's College, and we have 2 locations for that. It is in Annapolis, Maryland, and also Santa Fe, New Mexico. And so let me first explain what St. John's College does and how unique and interesting we are. First, we are a school that's famous for being a great books curriculum school. We have seminar-based classes. There's about 200 or more of these titles that are read throughout the program at St. John's College. And this goes back to the 1800s, actually. Not just the titles, but definitely the school itself goes back that far. So we are the 3rd oldest school in the United States. We have about fewer than 500 students on each campus. And what is so special about Summer Academy is that it's been around at the college for about 15 years, and we give a $2,000 scholarship to every undergraduate every single year just because they were a Summer Academy attendee in the past. So definitely a perk. So again, in Annapolis, Maryland, we have 3 sessions this summer. They will go from mid-June to mid-July. They'll go through the 4th of July, actually. And the first session is called Sight and Insight, Seeing and Knowing in Literature, Philosophy, and Geometry. The second is Justice, Nature, and Law. And then the third is called Hidden Powers, Uncovering Forces in Shakespeare, Poetry, and Physics. So of course, in addition to our seminar-based classes, we also are going on expeditions, if you will, not necessarily boating, kayaking in Montana, but we certainly are going in Annapolis to places like the Maryland State House, and also seeing shows by the local Annapolis Shakespeare Company. And we also often will take kids out to different monuments in Washington, D.C., which is just about 40 minutes away. So of course, the other side of the country, we have Santa Fe, New Mexico, and that's where I'm currently located. And of course, I favor it a little bit. I love the desert. We go on expeditions to Ghost Ranch and to see museums down at the Plaza, which is our historic downtown. Those sessions all stretch out throughout July. Beginnings is the first week, Technology and Transcendence. They're going to read Frankenstein, and the third week is Art and Nature. And so there's a big focus on the visual arts. And often I take people, and if they're really good, to the opera here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. We have the only open air opera here in this state. It's very, very cool. So we also offer online programs. Those are going to be the last 2 weeks of June and the first 2 weeks of August. As you can see, that first week is about Plato's Dialogues, and these are all online. They're 1.5 hours online in the seminar-based way that we do things with a tutor, is what we call our professors. With professors at our college teaching these classes, which is very unique for a college to actually have faculty members taking time out of their summer to teach potential students who may enroll in the future. So definitely check those out. So just some logistics. The cost for a 1 week on campus is $12.50 a week. So that covers tuition, books, all of their stuff. 1 week online is $175. Of course, students can attend as many things as they want, as long as you can't be in 2 places at once. There's 1 overlapping week in Annapolis and in Santa Fe. And then finally, there is financial aid available for anyone who applies by this Saturday. It's actually 2 days away. So I very much encourage you to apply as soon as you can. So really quickly, you will need to provide your own transportation to and from campus. There is a Sunday check-in and a Saturday check-out for each week. There's about 65 students per week. You will have an RA, just as you would in college, and those are current college students at St. John's College. And of course, these are taught by St. John's faculty members, and we really encourage international students to apply to our program. You don't have to get a visa necessarily. You can do that without documentation from the school. So it works really well for international applicants. Again, Summer Academy is just really unique. It's a pre-college program. There's seminar-based classes, literature, philosophy, history, politics, all of that good stuff is what we cover. Please check out our website, sjc.edu/summer-academy. And if you have any questions at all, please email summer.academy@sjc.edu. And I'm happy to answer all of your questions. And I can't wait to see more applications by Saturday so I can give away free money. It's my favorite thing to do. Thank you so much.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much. That was a great presentation. Coming up next here, we have a video presentation from Centro Mundo Lengua. And I will get that started for us here.
Hi everybody, how are you tonight? My name is Yari Baena. I'm from Spain and I work in Spain in Centro Mundo Lengua. Centro Mundo Lengua is a private language school located in southern Spain. Our mission is transformative. We want that the students, they change their mind, or they live a wonderful experience in a different country. And that's why we offer programs in summer, we offer programs in spring, in fall. I mean, anytime is a wonderful moment to live and study abroad experience. We work with high school students. We teach as well to college students, to adults or teachers. But tonight, we're going to focus our presentation in our high school students. If you're one of them, or if you're a parent, if you're a teacher, if you're a director, I mean, if you're looking for a program, we can teach in Spain, pre-AP Spanish, we can teach immersion experiences. I mean, you can study, you can take classes, and then you can have cultural activities, but at the same time, we think about any kind of students, so you can study or you can prepare for your IB next academic year. In Spain, we try that you dive into the Spanish culture. So exploring the city, cooking, kayaking, or dancing flamenco, or you will see everything you can do if you study with Centro Mundo Lengua. Yeah, we want that you boost your Spanish. You need to learn about the history of our culture. You know, Spain is it's a very old country. And then we want that your level, your skills, they grow up. Sevilla, why Sevilla? Because I think it's one of the best cities in the world. I'm from Sevilla, but at the same time, because Sevilla is amazing. It's one of the biggest cities in Spain. It's the fourth largest. At the same time, it is wonderful if we talk about history. And then, did you hear about flamenco? I'm very sure you did. So flamenco, Sevilla, and flamenco is like the same word. So you come to Sevilla and you can see monuments like the cathedral, or this wonderful tower, La Giralda, or Las Celdas. It is a very modern monument we have in the middle of the city. At the same time, you can see Plaza España. Probably you saw in Star Wars or maybe a different movie. And then you can see students, they make new friends and they have a wonderful time exploring, taking pictures. And even we can go to Cadiz. Cadiz is in the coast. And you can go to the beach, you can have a real summer program in a beach city. So Cadiz as well is a magnífica ciudad, magnífica city, and it is the oldest in Europe. Cadiz and Sevilla, they are very close. So if we do the program in Sevilla, we usually do excursions to Cadiz. If we do the program in Cadiz, we do excursions to Sevilla. Our daily day, for example, we start the day in the morning with classes, and we offer like 3 hours of classes from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. After classes, we have time for lunch, but at the same time, we have time for cultural activities. So after our classes, we have a break, and then we have a very wonderful cultural program. We can do an exchange with the Spanish students. We are going to practice in classes, we're going to talk, we're going to hear. I mean, we're going to learn and we're going to improve for sure. Yeah, history, culture, traditions, cooking classes, dancing, a professional flamenco show. So everything is included in our program. And of course, where are you going to live? So with a family. It is the best place you can live if you are in Spain. So our host families, they have a space for you. They usually have a room, and you can share your room with a roommate. And then they offer breakfast, lunch, dinner. They are in charge of the laundry as well. I mean, you don't have to think about anything when you arrive in Spain. You're going to have your food, you're going to have your clean clothes, no? So you're going to have friends and a real family in Spain. And we take advantage of everything that our cities offers, like surfing classes in Cadiz, or kayaking in Sevilla, or a tour, no? Many different tours about movie tours or history excursions as well, no? So weekends, because from Monday to Friday, you have classes, you have cultural activities, you have we have also activities at night, but then what can we do on weekends? So on weekends, we also think about it, and we do excursions to places, cities near to our location. So for example, Cordoba is one of the best places students want to go every summer. And then, for example, Granada. I don't know if you hear about all these beautiful cities, but if you didn't, please click on our website, navigate in our website, and then apply for the program, because I promise that you're going to have a wonderful and unforgettable experience with us. Sevilla, Cádiz, Centro, Mundo Lengua is waiting for you. If you're a high school student, join us and apply for our program. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed our program or our presentation, and I would love to see you here. Bye-bye.
All right, excellent. If anyone has any questions about Centro Mundo Lengua, you can use the link that I put in the chat earlier, or if you have questions about any program for that matter, you can use that link to request more information. Coming up next, we have a presentation from Wentworth Institute of Technology pre-college programs. Go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Dustin. All right, folks, hope you can see my screen okay. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you're joining in from. We're super excited to share with you a little bit more information about Impact Lab, Wentworth's pre-college adventure in science, engineering, and design. My name is Andreas Armenis. I'm the director of pre-college programs, and I use the He series. I want to give a shout out to my co-partner in crime, who is here on this call as well, Loretta Stevens-Smith, our associate director, who will be sort of taking a look at the chat and answering any questions throughout this experience that you might have. So if you have any quick questions that we can answer, feel free to pop them in the chat feature below. So a little more information about Impact Lab and sort of what it all entails. It's a summer residential program for rising juniors and seniors in high school. So current sophomores and juniors heading into their junior and senior year. And it's a 2-week summer residential experience. You come to campus. We offer 2 sessions. Our first session runs July 9th to the 21st. And then our second session runs the 23rd of July to August 4th. Students could opt in to explore one program in one track and then change and stay here for the 4 weeks from July 9th to August 4th. I'll share a little bit more about our program structure right here. So really the unique piece about Wentworth's pre-college program and Impact Lab is that we really wanted to provide students with an opportunity to preview college life and a major earlier on without having a sense of commitment, and really truly getting a hands-on exploratory preview of what it might be like to explore a major before they head into their college career. So students within the 2-week sessions have the opportunity to dive into a discipline of their choosing, grounded in either science, technology, engineering, business, as well as design. All of our programs are taught by our current Wentworth faculty. So they are faculty that teach at the undergraduate and graduate level. So students will get that hands-on experience from folks that they would learn or potentially have classes with at the undergraduate level, which is great. You also get the opportunity to live on campus and experience the heart of Boston, right? So Boston's a very vibrant city. We're about 10 minutes from Fenway Park, where the Red Sox play, across the street from many different cultural centers and museums. So there's a lot happening on our campus in downtown Boston over the summer. And last, but certainly definitely not least, you've all probably been lingering to connect with folks and peers from around the world that share similar interests or passions. And that's definitely something that you'll be able to do at our program. Our current tuition cost is $34.95 for 1 2-week session, or you could choose to come at a discounted rate for $64.95 for the 4-week sessions. That is an all-encompassing tuition fee. So housing, 3 meals a day, any on-campus or off-campus excursions that we provide to you are all incorporated in that tuition cost. So you're probably wondering, Andreas, what kind of programs could I potentially explore? What's in store for me? Because I'm really interested in learning more. So I unfortunately can't dive deep into all of these here today with you, but I really encourage you to visit our website. There's full descriptions along with the title tracks and what is available in each session. But anything from architecture and design to construction management to game development to computer science and physics, we really have a plethora of different offerings for you and are excited to share all that's in store this summer. And like I said, great opportunity to connect with our full-time faculty that will help guide you and encourage you throughout the way. A little bit more about our campus life and residential feel. Students live on campus during the duration of the program in our suite style living. Don't worry, friends. I know it's hot in the summer. It is an air-conditioned suite. So you will be very calm, cool, and collected as you explore and have fun in the heart of Boston. You'll get to also experience our brand new dining facility. We have an all-you-care-to-eat style and setup with a lot to offer, which is fantastic. And finally, like many of the programs before, we have a residential program assistants, RPAs for short, that really serve and guide you as mentors throughout your 2 weeks and really help build community in the residence halls and across the program for the 2 weeks. So you're probably wondering, what does student life entail? We have really a full schedule. After all, we know that the summer is supposed to be fun and you really should have an opportunity to explore all that Boston has to offer. So from local cultural attractions to a Red Sox game to the Museum of Fine Arts, and Museum of Science, and everything and anything in between. We offer Dungeons and Dragons games, video game tournaments, origami workshops, 3D modeling. There's really, truly a lot in store for students over the summer. I also would like to mention that we do a lot of intentional college search process prep, I guess you could call it, for students that are gearing up and getting ready for their college search process. So anything from a college essay workshop to financial aid workshop to career exploration workshops. We really try to make sure that you have a full array of educational opportunities during your time with us at Impact Lab. So without further ado, I will share our applications are officially open. Feel free to visit our website at wit.edu/Impact Lab to apply today. Our deadline is May 15th, and we really look forward to potentially seeing you in Boston this summer. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us below. Thank you so much, Justin.
Wonderful. Thank you. And yep, that link is in the chat there if anyone is interested. So our last presentation for the day is going to be from Brandon Hall, and this is a video. So let me share my screen here.
Hello, and welcome to the 2023 Summer Programs presentation for Brandon Hall School. At Brandon Hall School, summer is not a respite from the activity of the academic year. In truth, we are bursting with life, student energy, and living our mission to inspire students to live lives of leadership, scholarship, and service. Our program offerings support a variety of student interests, and our summer sessions bring hundreds of students from all over the world to our campus for a one-of-a-kind learning experience. Your virtual presenter today is Kervin Saunders, Director of Summer Programs at Brandon Hall School. Our campus is located in Sandy Springs, Georgia. We're only 20 miles from downtown Atlanta, and our facilities are housed on a 24-acre campus, which is also a certified wildlife habitat nestled on the Chattahoochee River. Key summer program details are featured here, including summer program dates, grade levels we're accepting, length of sessions, as well as days and hours of operation. Our Youth Entrepreneurial Studies and Leadership Academy at Brandon Hall School was established with a bold vision to inspire high school students to be crafters of ideas and not simply consumers that marketers target. Through a rigorous, varied, and experiential curriculum, students pursue their passion projects and entrepreneurial ideas with the guidance of experts from the corporate, nonprofit, and social sectors. The BHS Academic Summer School is great for students seeking to get a head start on next year's coursework and students seeking to remediate weaknesses and replace low grades. At the end of the summer, students receive a grade and a transcript for each of their classes. In-person and virtual programs, as well as day and boarding options, are available for all students. Virtual class schedules will vary, with synchronous and asynchronous sessions determined by the instructors. Our ELL Global Village welcomes students from around the world, allowing you to learn English in an exciting and innovative program. Students of all levels, beginners through advanced, will be deeply immersed in an English environment, allowing them to develop their abilities both inside and outside of the classroom. Students will supplement academic classroom study with daily cultural and educational experiences around the Atlanta area. Our financial literacy program will help students build confidence to become independent young adults while also teaching them how to save, invest, and grow their money. This camp will be a mix of in-person learning, online resources, fun activities, and project-based learning. You don't even need money to get started. You just need the desire to have money one day. Do you love nature and the outdoor environment? Do you have a love and desire to learn more about local flora and wildlife? We'd love to hear more from you and teach you more about our sustainability efforts here on campus and around the Atlanta area. The program will look at different types of wildlife that naturally graze and grow on our 24-acre nature preserve, as well as tackle issues such as reducing wildlife conflicts and promoting sustainable urban landscapes. Become a leader in the efforts towards building a more sustainable future. Students enrolled in Architectural Design Camp will leave with a deeper understanding of design, space, and aesthetics. Taught by KSU's top architecture students, camp participants will gain the following skills: drawing in perspective, human proportions, drawing orthographies, and architectural modeling, just to name a few. At the end of the week-long session, each student will leave with their very own design portfolio, including professional feedback from instructors. Rocketry Camp will be covering several topics that align with the national science standards, and it contains multiple hands-on activities. The camp will focus on designing, building, and launching several types of rockets. During the camp, students will learn the technical details of rocket building, and they will design multiple rockets that they will launch at the end of the week. This camp is challenging while being fun all at the same time. Capoeira is the Brazilian martial art that merges self-defense with acrobatics, music, dance, and culture. Capoeira activities include movements, acrobatics class, anti-bullying, and self-esteem building activities. In addition, your child will learn songs in Portuguese, capoeira, and Afro-Brazilian history, the maculele dance, and take part in various art activities. If you're interested in taking advantage of our boarding option, students will reside in Sipple Hall, which is our on-campus residential facility. When you have a minute, why not check out a quick video that provides greater detail to the boarding experience at Brandon Hall School. You can find more information on our summer programs by visiting our website at the URL listed here. If you already know which programs you would like to register for, please click the Click Here to Apply link when you are ready. If at any time you have questions, please feel free to contact us via email at summerprograms@brandonhall.org, and a member of our summer programs team will respond to you promptly. There is also opportunities for families to earn a $150 referral bonus for referring a friend. If you are interested in learning more about our referral program, please contact Kervin Saunders at brandonhall.org. Thank you for watching the Brandon Hall School Summer Programs presentation. Your virtual presenter will be available to answer any questions you may have at this time. Stay safe, and we hope you have an enjoyable summer experience.
Okay, and with that presentation, that will conclude the session 3 of the TeenLife Live Summer Opportunities Fair. Before we go, on behalf of TeenLife, I just wanted to give a special thank you to all of our presenters today. You all did an incredible job. And another thank you to everyone in attendance. We couldn't have done this without all of you. If you'd like to request information from any of the presenters, remember you can do so using the link that I've posted in the chat. I will go ahead and post it again once more right now. There we go. So once again, thank you all so much for joining us, and we hope to see you again next time. Thank you.